Genren Nanshun. We succeeded in pushing back the other monsters surrounding the 4 Sword Guardians for now. But, well...
What happened?
I won't lie. These creatures, part human and part demon, dripping with dark chi. They're evil students from the southern regions, and are also known as Devastators.
If that is true, then this is no ordinary attack. And we don't know where the Master is, nor has the seal been strengthened yet.
The Valley of 100 Grasses has been attacked. The attackers, they may be a whole army of Devastators. Valley Master Ying is already on his way there. The situation is serious. I must leave immediately.
Of course. I will muster the Qin League members and dispatch them to support the Valley of 100 Grasses. Don't worry. I will activate the power of the 5 Sword Guardians now to form the Mountain Protection Formation. No matter how powerful these monsters are, they won't get so much as one step closer to the instance.
Don't worry. Once Genren Nanshun has defeated the monsters with the help of the Sword Guardians, then I'll send Lieutenant Liu to pick you up with Cloud Rider number 7. Let's go.
Oh, he must be here. Wang Yu, my darling, wait for me.
Valley of 100 Grasses is near. No! Something dreadful has happened! I need to get moving quickly. Be careful, everyone!
Welcome. Did you come here on Cloud Rider number 7 with Hao Tsang? No wonder you were so fast. Devastators. So that's what you call those half-human, half-demon terrors. No matter what they're called. In any case, these demons and blight beasts suddenly appeared in Cheqiangsi village. It was truly a horrible battle. Fortunately, General Qing Yang and the Berserker students were able to stop them in time. And the Grand Master also returned in a hurry. Now we have almost completely destroyed the Devastators and the Blight Beasts. At the moment, Grand Master Ying Mofeng is at the Memorial of Loyal Souls and is organizing our next steps. It would be best for you to go to the Grand Master and follow his instructions.
Learned Light Sprint. Press W twice to sprint.
The enemy has devastated the valley. Even the lunar crown tree was damaged.
Ah, you must be the gifted student, our upcoming talent. The Valley of 100 Grasses will be invincible with you at our side. I see you have found your way to the Chin League as a stroke of great fortune. But that sword is no easy burden. Its former bearer was a trained swordmaster, and yet now he lies dead in the Chin Mausoleum. The demons are powerful. Good. The Valley of 100 Grasses desperately needs support, so I'll dispense with further formalities and ask you outright for your help. You came without Tsang, so do you already know who our enemies are? Outstanding. According to Hao Tsang's news, those dark chi-soaked half-demons are called Devastators. Yes, it's also known as negative chi. Though chi itself is neither good nor bad. But there are some who use it for evil deeds. Let's discuss these things later. As far as we know, these Devastators followed the Blight Beasts and invaded Chorchense village en masse. That's very unusual. We've only pushed them back for the moment. And the Blight Beasts are poisoning everything around them. They leave the earth scorched wherever they rampage. Chorchense village has already suffered heavily. Fortunately, there weren't many Blight Beasts, and we were able to defeat them all. Only a few Devastators are left, prowling Chorchense village. But the biggest problem is the 3 magical formations. Normally, the Valley of 100 Grasses is surrounded by a barrier, which is extremely hard for enemies to break through. But now, they've managed to place 3 magical formations in Chorchense village. That weakened our barrier, and allowed the Blight Beasts and Devastators to invade the Valley of 100 Grasses. Along with eradicating the pestilence brought by the Blight Beasts, the most important thing now is to break those 3 formations, so that the enemy can't invade again. Our Mohist scriptmaster, Haijotsu, the Shadow Elder of Magic, is puzzling out a method for destroying the enemy formations right now. But he's already very old. Perhaps you can be of help to him.
Right-click the equipment to equip it.
Hao Tsang sounded very serious when he mentioned the Devastators. And he didn't know where they could have come.
I'm too old. I can't even use the formulas from Hidden Treasures of the Ancestors. We can only place our hopes in Chanxing's automaton. Exactly. The automaton needs huge amounts of soul stones, however, and the reserves we have aren't enough. We need to acquire yellow soul stones from the stone sprites of the plateau of the Tiger's Paw. That's very friendly of you. Chanxing has already set out for Chushangze village, and the Shadow Elder of Automata, Zhong Shangmu, is currently working on the core module for the blasting automaton. If you'd like to help, Collect some yellow soulstones and take them to the automaton scholar called Mogum, who is waiting up ahead at the crossroads.
Elder High, what is so special about these magical formations?
According to my weary memory, this formation was set up with the ancient runes of the Plague Goddess. It can absorb dark chi from every direction and is therefore called Darkness Defeats Light. Now, however, the magic power of the Valley of 100 Grasses is fed by light chi, as are the Curse Barrier and the sacred weapons of Shenong. That is why our first attempts to break the formation were in vain. In theory, light and dark chi are like the ebb and flow of the tides. If one becomes stronger, the other loses power. If we want to break the formation, we need a huge amount of light chi. Thanks to the poisonous blood of the blight beasts, the area surrounding the magical formation has been filled with dark chi. But the Moists also draw their magic powers from nature.
Thus, it'll be difficult to apply enough strong magic in this contaminated area.
It doesn't look good for us. Fortunately, Yu Chanxing, a lieutenant from the engineers, has designed a mechanical warrior. It just needs to be charged with enough soul force, then it can generate a soul fire and use that to detonate the formations.
Elder High, what is so special about these magical formations?
According to my weary memory, this formation was set up with the ancient runes of the Plague Goddess. It can absorb dark chi from every direction and is therefore called Darkness Defeats Light. Now, however, the magic power of the Valley of 100 Grasses is fed by light chi, as are the Curse Barrier and the sacred weapons of Shenong. That is why our first attempts to break the formation were in vain. In theory, light and dark chi are like the ebb and flow of the tides. If one becomes stronger, the other loses power. If we want to break the formation, we need a huge amount of light chi. Thanks to the poisonous blood of the blight beasts, the area surrounding the magical formation has been filled with dark chi. But the Moists also draw their magic powers from nature.
Thus, it'll be difficult to apply enough strong magic in this contaminated area.
It doesn't look good for us. Fortunately, Yu Chanxing, a lieutenant from the engineers, has designed a mechanical warrior. It just needs to be charged with enough soul force, then it can generate a soul fire and use that to detonate the formations.
Did Elder Hai send you to bring the yellow soul stones? Good, you can take them to Elder Jun Shangmu. He's already waiting impatiently at the graveyard of martyrs. Oh yes, you don't know yet. Elder Jun Shangmu and I were just building the core module in the nearby Yuang village. But then that stone sprite suddenly stormed into the village. Fortunately, Shang Feiyu, also known as the Cloudbreaker Swallow, came to our aid along with the Berserker students. They escorted us to the graveyard of martyrs, together with the villagers.
nearby are all civilians who relocated to the Valley of 100 Grasses over the years due to the wars.
Yellow soulstones? This amount should be enough, but the quality is substandard. I fear the soul force isn't pure enough. Hang on, I don't know you at all. Oh, are you the one who flew here on Cloud Rider number 7 with Hao Tsang? Well then, if Hao Tsang trusts you... The stone sprite that devastated Yuwang village belonged to the peaceful stone giants who I've been training in cultivation for 100 years. The dark chi drove them to madness. Huh? Yes, I guess so. Very good. Now we're just missing a frost soulstone. Then we'll have all 5 soulstones together, and we can light the soul fire. Miss Ying, what did you just say? How can we get hold of the Frost Soulstone?
Frost Soulstones come from the frost leopards that live on Panorama Hill. They're actually not hard to get a hold of. Our problem, however, is that the Devastators recently invaded there and injured quite a few frost leopards. Those creatures have been living in the Valley of 100 Grasses for generations and consider it their territory. They're like part of our family and basically very trusting. If you help them to heal their wounds, they'll give you Frost Soulstones in gratitude. I have a healing past for my spirit animal here. Take it with you and use it to treat the frost leopard's wounds.
Wait a moment. Once you've collected enough Frost Soulstones, take them together with the Yellow Soulstone and this core module to the Lieutenant of the Astral Sea Division, Mo Honghu. You'll find her at the entrance to Tiansu Village.
And another thing, those frost leopards are masters in camouflaging themselves. They hide in the tall grasses. You'll have to look for them carefully.
All the members of the Astral Sea Division obeyed the order, and the entire army was split into 3 divisions. The first division is led by Commander Tsu Chin, and is hot-footing it to the left flank to take out the remaining enemies.
Yes, sir.
Who is this standing before me? Aren't you... You must be the highly promising up-and-coming talent that Hao Tsang mentioned. If these weren't exceptional circumstances, I'd love to talk to you at greater length. Well, we'll have time to talk later. Why are you looking for me? These soul stones, plus the 2 Shangfei you just sent. Now all that's missing is the Orchid Soulstone that I'm responsible for. The fact that it's my fault our defense maneuver has been delayed makes me deeply uncomfortable. I've already dispatched 2 soldiers to find an Orchid Soulstone. Wang Er and So Jun are seasoned, reliable soldiers. If they don't return soon, we'll have to assume that something must have happened to them. I have to stop those devastators trying to storm the Valley of 100 Grasses. Would you go to the North River for me and look for the missing soldiers? Tsang just said that if the blasting automaton doesn't work, Lieutenant Yu can interpret the soul force of the magical formations directly with his family's unnamed sword. That sounds like a way out.
Damn devastators! Quick! That's the Orchid Brook Soulstone mentioned in Lieutenant Mo's orders. Even if it's just a fragment, please return the Soulstone to her and tell her that as soon as I've got my strength back, I'll join her right away and admit to my failure.
soulstone. We found it. I have to get to the lieutenant. Will you take it for Lieutenant?
Understood. I'm going to send some people to bring back the wounded brother. Lieutenant Yu is with Bai Xin, the Huaishuang swordbearer in Chuqiansu village. They're preparing to destroy the magical formation of the Devastators. Hao Tsang is currently preparing to bring the core module and the 4 other soulstones to the village. Run to him quickly before he sets off, and give him the Orchid Soulstone too.
This is a healing potion that can relieve pain and stop bleeding. And this is Huayu powder for treating external injuries. I also sewed together an herbal scent pouch for you. It's a talisman that keeps poisons and all evil at bay. Good. That eases my mind a little.
Oh, yes, Qing'ar. There's something else that I wanted you... No, it's not... Let's talk about it when I'm back. And you'll take care of yourself, won't you?
There's no need to worry. I'm a healer, after all.
That's true. Then I'll make my way there now.
Good. Please come back soon. I'll be waiting for you at home.
It's you. Very well done. Now we have everything together. I'll go to Yu Chenqing, and then we'll use the Soul Fire Automaton to detonate the enemy's magical formations. Follow me! I'm fine.
Your face is like thunder. I can see you're not going anywhere like that.
If I told you to go home now and get some rest instead of tending to the poisoning victims from the village, would you listen to me?
Me?
Fine, Qing'ar. Don't worry. I'll be back. It's urgent. I have to go now.
Tsang, I think something's wrong with him. I need to ask you something. Please follow Hao Tsang and see how he's doing. I've been learning the medicinal arts of the Moists ever since I was a child, and I can see that this is no ordinary wound. I am his wife. He can't hide anything from me. What if... I can't wait until he returns. I beg you. Protect him. fresh as Munda shoots there.
Hey, it's dangerous here. What are you here for? And now you're worried about Haotsang. Look, these are the remains of one of the magical formations. Haotsang just called it the Nine Dragon Formation. He and Ye Changxing did it. They blew it up. They're already on their way to the next formation. You don't need to be afraid. Ye Changxing's automaton will destroy this Nine Dragon Formation with ease. There's no need to rush. Not so fast. Now that you're here, you can help me eliminate the remaining Devastators here first. And the residual negative chi needs to be destroyed too.
Haotsang is still highly skilled. He blew up the formation faster than I could blink.
My little friend, you learn fast and are very skilled. There's just one more thing. Do you see the rune of the Plague Goddess there in the eye of the formation? I have been suppressing it for a long time using Shenong's secret magic. If you go to the rune and speak this spell again, you can destroy it for good. Haotsang says the Nine Dragon Formation was created using dark arts from the Southern Realms. He's still so young, and has already been through such a lot. Well done. Also, do I sense sword mana in your presence? Oh, you've just been to the Sword Sanctum, am I right? How quickly time flies. A moment passes by and already the second battle in the Qin Mausoleum is 30 years in the past. I can still remember the first battle well. 900 years ago, when the Swordmasters sacrificed their lives to beat back the Eternal Army. With a young, up-and-coming talent such as you, perhaps the hope of the three Swordmasters and the immortal Lanyao Qi will be for... I will pray that you are always protected on your journey and return in one piece. Well, since you are protected by a famous sword, you'd better be on your way to the next 9 Dragon Formation. The experience that you gather today will pay off in battle against the Eternal Army. If my master was still alive, then these beasts would have been beaten long ago already.
That's a blight beast! Stick together and keep your guard. That's a blight beast! Careful! Its blood is poisonous! Don't touch it! Agreed. We'll hold down the beasts while you quickly insert the core module in Chen Xing's automaton and activate it with the power of the Soul Stone. No matter, Chen Xing. Lieutenant Yu will tell you what to do.
The new hope of the Qin League? Your reputation precedes you! Hao Tsang, we should concentrate on what's most important right now.
Enough talking. We need to hurry. Not even all our forces combined can stop that beast for long.
You're right, Wei Wei. I've already calibrated the mechanical warrior and set the firing angle. Now we just have to ignite the soul fire. To do that, activate the 5 soul stones in the automaton's core module. The sword is full of negative qi, and will affect people's consciousnesses. Be careful!
No. 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 I'm a Moist. Please, the sword. I can't. Wait. Just give me more time. More... Teacher. Xingar. Teacher. Tell your father that the things he wants will come a little later.
Hatsang? Where are you going?
Hatsang, come back now! We can't control that guy anymore!
You took the Qinchi seal, which is the key for the automaton lock. Hatsang, stop!
Anyone who comes close will be killed.
Be careful! It's Mei Jia. I saw her on Taihua Mountain. She's very powerful.
You do know something.
Damn it.
Tianqing, control yourself!
Finally, you're awake! Outsang, that bastard! What the hell has gotten into him? I'll go and find him now and ask him some serious questions. Wei, that blight beast didn't injure you, did it?
I'm fine.
Good. The third formation may have disappeared along with Mei Jia, but there are still some devastators and negative qi.
Don't worry. Leave it to me.
That's how I know my way. Then I'll go look for Hao Tsang now. Quickly, ride the mechanical deluge dragon back to the Memorial of Loyal Souls. Report what just happened to the Grand Master.
Major has appeared and Hao Tsang has vanished at the same time. That can't be a coincidence. The Grand Master has just received a message. Someone has entered the Temple of Wisdom. The Temple of Wisdom is a place of huge significance for the Moists. So the Grand Master has left for the temple immediately to see what is going on. If you consider that the disaster in Chershan's village happened at almost the same time. Yes, I fear there is connection between these two events. You witnessed the attack on Chershan's village. Please hurry to the Temple of Wisdom and inform the Grand Master.
The one fighting with the Grandmaster is Major?
Stay calm. Protecting the Hall of Wisdom first is more important.
Yes!
Aha. Then it all makes sense. The attack on Chuchensa village and the breaking into the Temple of Wisdom here are just a diversion. You still don't get it? The enemy's true objective is the unnamed sword from Yue Palace. If he really is involved, then the Moist Magistrate will punish him for it. Jun Xiangmu reacted much the same. Whether he is our friend or foe doesn't change the fact that Hao Tsang is at Yue Palace right now. Go there and find out the truth yourself. Yes. If you could help us to put out this big fire while you're heading over there, we would be very grateful. Use this rain rune to do so. It will let you summon short rain showers to smother the flames.